Josh Newman, and I've been with Goodwill for a little over 20 years now. I started off working in the stores, which I really enjoyed, and I took some rehab jobs, and I worked over at Eastel Plaza when we were over there, and now I'm here at the Federal Building with Heartland Goodwill Enterprises. And it's really great to win the award. It's really an honor. I started off with Goodwill as a 20-hour-a-week store clerk at the old Iowa City store, which is now torn down. It was over on Boyram. So I was taking donations there and as a part-time job, and I was in college. And then I moved up to like a store clerk 2, they call it, my first full-time position there. I don't think they have to call it that anymore. And then I was the assistant manager at the Iowa City store for a few years there. And there's not many people that are still around from those old store days, but and then so I started doing the DOL trainer job, doing the timings with Nancy Overstreet, and then moved on to job coaching out in the community, left the stores, moved out to the community, and did that. And then I did a SCL. I was the first SCL associate, and I started off as a 20-hour SCL associate and with Sandy Anderson. And then I was job coaching 20 hours and doing SCL 20 hours, and then finally they made it so we could be a full-time SCL associate, and I did that. And then I took this, and I've been here for 6 years. Yeah. Wow. So we're here at the Iowa City Federal Building. It's the old post office, so those of you who have been in town for a while, it's 400 South Clinton, kind of off downtown here in Iowa City. And the Goodwill program is through a company called Source America, which they get these set-aside contracts to hire workers with barriers. So we've been here 6 years now. It's a 5-year contract. We just renewed it. We're GSA contractors. We've all passed GSA background checks, and we all have our badges and our credentials to be here. And this building has the VA clinics, and it has USGS, which is U.S. Geological Surveyors, and it has Army recruiters as well in the building. So it's over 200 tenants every day that come into this building, and then plus all the patients and everything too. So quite a bit of traffic. It's basically a 2-block campus, and we also in charge of the outside work, which is seasonal mowing and snow removal and everything like that, and fallen tree limbs during the storm that we're about to have here. And I especially wanted to thank Riff Throckmorton and Jess Schamberger at HTE, and especially Riff for writing it up. And I kind of wanted to thank like some of my past supervisors, the people I worked with, and I want to thank Carol Carlson, Sandy Anderson, and Laura Morgan Dunham, and Carmen Heck, and everybody from Eastel Plaza, and everybody that I've worked with in the past, even in with retail and with rehab. And it's one of the things I really like about Goodwill is that you're able to try different jobs, and they kind of push you to do that, career development. So I really took advantage of that in doing all different kinds of jobs, and I'm very happy here at the Federal Building with my current position. But I have 9 great employees here, and we're meeting this contract, and it's a really great program, and it's really great to keep people employed. It's been a pretty difficult year here, but it's challenging, but it's good to have a challenge and to keep everybody employed through all of this.